Duh. Hey, if you do anything wrong in your life, and I find out about it, I'm going to try to take everything away from you. And I don't care when I find out. Could be today, tomorrow, 15, 20 years from now. If I find out, you're fucking finished.
It's so true. It's so true. Like it's like they can't comprehend that people change. People change. People don't stay the same.
That's you. That's what the audience sounds like to me.
Oof.
That's why I don't be coming out doing comedy all the time, because y'all niggas is the worst motherfuckers I've ever tried to entertain in my fucking life.
Are you surprised though by that's come your way?
No.
You got
I
it.
don't mind that
You can
people
see it
get
coming.
upset. Some of this criticism, like, is helpful. Like, I get educated by it. I don't necessarily agree with all of it, but I learn about a lot of things.
That's how I feel
from my
too.
critic.
I am not saying that to say that trans women aren't women. I am just saying that those pussies that they got. You know what I mean?
We all know what he means, but somehow within like the last 10, 20 years, you're not allowed to say that you know what he means. You know what I mean?
Not pussy, but that's like
It's weird.
beyond pussy or impossible pussy. You know what I mean? Tastes like pussy, but that's not quite what it is it? It's not blood, that's beet juice.
I'm gonna get demonetized. Oh.
You guys gotta remember, I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm saying it because it's funny. And everything's funny till it happens to you.
If bad things happen to someone else, that's not necessarily funny.
Look at it this way. I grew up in the crack epidemic. I tell jokes about it. I grew up in the crack epidemic, and now there's an opioid epidemic. Are they treating the opioid epidemic the way that they treated the crack epidemic? No, this is a national health emergency. When we were coming up, we were policed by the National Guard, addicts were criminals. Now they understand addicts are sick people. And maybe it's because the demographic of the opioid epidemic is not the same demographic of the crack epidemic.
Racially. I mean,
Right.
you're talking about race.
Yeah.
Right, so now that your community is getting destroyed, is the whole game.
Exactly.
And then it's a huge window of empathy. Oh my God, we can see each other. We both went through similar pain. But I'm just saying everything's funny till it happens to you is more about empathy. That you there but for the grace of God.
And honestly, Dave Chappelle, the guy's a genius. I think he's absolutely hilarious in the way that he pieces things together. And yeah, and you're not allowed to say things anymore. I'm surprised at the things that he said, and I'm actually scared of being. If that's up on YouTube, then I probably should be fine. I'm going to keep reacting to more Dave Chappelle stuff because I like it. I agree with a lot of the things he says. It's like, yeah, no one is saying that people who are trans or different or come from the woke left or anything like that shouldn't be allowed to live in the most fundamental, decent, and have dignity in their lives. What's interesting to me is that the woke left seems hell-bent on denying other people the right to dignity and freedom if you don't agree with their interpretation of freedom. And so it's almost like they're the greatest hypocrites on the planet. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It's like we all have these fundamental rights. You can do all these things, free speech. And, another ironic thing, how do you think they got all their rights to begin with? They marched, they picketed, and they spoke up. They used their free speech, but now they got their rights, and now they're here, and they have the same rights as us. Tactically, we have to take the right of free speech away. That seems a little bit weird. a little bit weird to me. What's also weird is that like 99.999% of you are not subscribed. Hit the like and subscribe button. Like if you like Dave Chappelle and any of the stuff that I said, like and subscribe. It'll be fun. Why not?